Hey, here we go. Greetings and salutations to you people of the interwebs. So we're going to go in for an unboxing today, a kind of holistic toy opening experience, if you will. This is one of the figures from Toyworld, from the new kind of Transformers, the movie, kind of the Bayverse style figures. They've released a lot of prototype images, and eventually one of them has actually surfaced and been released for real. So we're going to get straight into opening this box, and we're going to go through it the first time with you and me and see what this guy is all about. Toyworld have had a rocky time of late with obviously the designers leaving because they didn't pay them properly. You know, shame on you, Toyworld. And forming Zeta Toys, Zeta Toys, who've come a long way in doing those big combines and stuff that everyone loves. But so Toyworld have kind of gone through kind of reimagining, as it were, and tried to find their feet in exploring new avenues. And this is one of those new avenues. This is Bulldog. Let's get him out of his final bit of plastic. Bulldog. It's a nice little box. Let's see, like kind of like a shoebox type of thing that opens up. Oh, and we get straight out of the bag. We have a bit of flooring. Look at that. It's not bad for a freebie, is it? Oh, new floor smell. That's actually a really nicely painted bit of tiling there. They could have just not painted that at all and just released some grey tiling. Well, they could not even include it. It's not bothered including it. But the fact that it's got, you know, different, you know, some of the tiles are different colour and there's weathering on there and stuff like that. And there's a good ink wash and stuff. So that's actually quite impressive. Just as a, like, here we go. Here's a bit of floor for you. So yeah, bit of floor. That's what we got to start with. Then we have a new product noticette. So it looks like they're doing fracture and shatter and drop kick and Optimus Prime. So they're coming, and then we've got instructions here on the back, but we're not going to try and use those. We then have this sandwich of foam. Lift up the top layer, and there it is. There's Bulldog itself. So here we go. Oh, that's a little tiny tank. So you can go in the palm of my hands, but wow. That feels like it's just solid plastic though. And I don't know how well you're going to make this out on the camera. But if you can see the paint on this. Wow, that's painted up like a proper professional's paint job on here. Amazing. And let's see these. So the turrets do move. Yeah. Don't know if I want to move these side ones because it's but yeah, these ones here. This is like a World War I tank that was kind of the inspiration for rhinos from Warhammer 40k, if you do all that type of stuff. But yeah, that is really pleasantly surprised with that paint job. That is amazing. So what else do we get in here? We get a little army hat. This is quite cool. That'll probably come in useful later. And there's some heads in here. So we get a gas mask face. and just a regular gas what the fuck's gas mask. So that's not an actual face. That one looks like it actually clip on. So I don't know if it clips on over this guy, so we could have a mask within a mask. But yeah, that's kind of all that type of business. Cleans up relatively well underneath. Size wise, it is quite, I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger, but that's him compared to a modern deluxe for Siege Hound. So if we get that, he's longer, but just really as wide and not as tall. So yeah, there's no there was talk that there was going to be a builder figure of Starscream, so it looks like they've cancelled that idea, and he's probably going to get a release of his own. Maybe that's why they've gone for giving you a piece of floor instead, you know. But there's no Starscream parts in there for anyone who is particularly interested to see if they had to buy all the Toyworld movie figures to get hold of a Starscream, because I know there's people who are very specifically Starscream fans. So the first thing I'm going to do is just see what actually lifts up. So that lifts up there, because he is a transformer, he will transform. That's like a sensor hinge here. So we're going to get this. So that flips down. This looks like it's going to open up. So let's see if these will move out of the way first. Yeah, that I would so he's from the movie the Last Night, I want to say, which is a very curious Transformers movie. I think it's the one that fascinates me the most, and that's not particularly a good thing in the actual how the state of the movie, but I'm just kind of yeah, new paint smell just fascinates me in how the actual film was made and how they actually reached the kind of narrative choices that they made and all that type of stuff. Kind of just really, I'd like to be a fly on the wall of that writer's room. So that folds out there, and just see how they decided, I know, let's do this bit like this and let's do that bit like that. There's a buried on my channel somewhere. There's actually a review of that movie. There's 2 videos. It's a long review, but I found it. I found that movie fascinating. So I'm gonna. This bit here kind of folds, and there's a tab, and there's a hole, and tabs like to go into holes, do they not? So there's some business here with this foot. See, I do like trying to do a transformation without reading the instructions, but it's also one of these ones. This is one of these ones where, unlike a lot of figures, I've not really seen any kind of reviews of this guy, video reviews beforehand, and I don't really know exactly what we're trying to achieve here. Right. Let's see. There you go. Right, so that spins round there. And so these tracks kind of, there's like fake tracks that become new tracks to form his foot. I presume this is his foot. And we're just going to try and figure out how to get all this gubbins here together. Right, so we've got some kind of thing going on there. We'll clean that up later. These side bits here. Hello! So you can clearly see his head now. Do I need to get this bit past this bit before I fold? So we're getting somewhere. So this bit here, that kind of folds up, and this bit, we can see that. This bit here should fold in. So it's not very it's all about the experience. How will you go about this when you get it in hand? Again, I kind of like how, oh. So you see, we vaguely have the feet into some kind of semblance of a thing. I presume we're now going to waste with all that. Oh. It's got the old Bathurst chicken legs. So somewhere in here are his arms. I don't think he's just like that. Hello. Oh, his hat's fallen off. Come on, Colonel. see, we'll get one of these spodgers out, shall we? Let's see, that's I think his arms are all tucked up inside his body here. So they kind of, these panels move out of the way. Oh, the entire back collapses. There you go. The entire back pops out. So therefore, we should be able to unfold these arms out of that back. And then I presume this turret will fold up. We'll fold these wings in and all the way in. Fold them all the way in. Get them at the right angle. Or is this one of these ones where this turns? So we just need to oh, don't like the clearances on that. But there again, we don't know if we're doing what we should be doing, so you know, we can't complain. Yep. Well, it tabs in, so that definitely should go like that. Right. And then I guess it's just a case of unfolding these arms. Right. Kinda. This is kind of probably what it should look like. This is like the geriatric robot himself, but yeah, let's say these legs are hideously wrong at the moment, so we will check the instructions. Did we throw them away? No, we didn't. Right. Yeah, they're not much help. Where's the box? Yeah, that's not much help. That's artwork as well, so I think it's just a case of trying to just figure these legs out yourself, and whatever situation you see fit. But yeah, it's some kind of chicken leg thing. Which is a shame, but that's kind of the character design, as it were, because the rest of it, that torso, and again, the paint is phenomenal. Smells great too. I have never really seen a release that has really gone into town with this much detail on the weathering and all that type of stuff as they have with this figure. Yeah, really, really impressive job. It's just, and everything here is very intuitive. Everything down here is very non-intuitive, and again, it doesn't really. This bit doesn't. This design at the top doesn't match the design of the leg. It's kind of like, oh yeah, we'll just do some weird chicken legs like tank things and characters do have in the movie designs, whereas this is just very much a robot man, a robot army man. It's amazing. So that's, I think, aside from the legs, the rest of it is fantastic. The paint all over is fantastic. It's got lots of ball joints. It's got a swivel at the shoulder, the ball joint at the shoulder, like you say. Like I demonstrated, it's a ball joint, so it pops off. Did that on purpose, you know, just for you. And there's kind of a bend here at the bicep. There's no real bicep swivel. There's a joint at the elbow. There's an elbow swivel, and there's a bend at the elbow, kind of double jointed. It can get double jointed. There's no wrist swivel, but there's a wrist hinge, and it's got a mitten. It's got mitten fingers there as well, so you can move his mittens. There's a waist joint. I find it hard to talk about the legs because I've clearly not got these right, but there's various hinges and swivel. Well, it's mostly hinges. There's not so much swivels. There's some ankle tilts, presumably, but there's no real kind of. There's some weird joints here at the hips. Like double, there's like a swivel and a kind of almost a double joint at the hip. Yeah, there's a bit there that moves around, and there's these feet. Again, even if that's right, that's very loose, that. But it might not be right, so it's hard to pass judgment on that. Yeah, so we can get this gas mask. And so you can have that, should you wish. You can take his hat off. Assume does the gas mask flip up, or does it just come? I think it just comes off. Yeah, so if you just wanted a crew cut like so, or you can get the helmet. You can wear the helmet, should he wish. Well, this is just a ball joint, so pops off really easily, and you can put on this more frightening looking head. Again, that can Wear the hat. Oh, that looked good in. Like G.I. Joe, Action Force, like Red Shadow colours. Oh, be amazing. But it's kind of like I'd probably need someone at Toyworld to do that, because I wouldn't buy one of these to custom paint, because my skill is nowhere near as good as the skill of the people who painted this figure. I've said it, amazing paint. So you could go for that look should you wish to not be the geriatric robot from Transformers: The Last Night. So size wise, here he is with a standard deluxe class figure. So from Transformers Siege, you can see that he's grown a lot better. Reset the record. He's grown quite considerably because it was a very compact tank. So yeah, he's a lot bigger in low robot mode, even with these bent chicken legs. So I think if these legs could actually go like fully straight or something. It'd be a... Yeah, if they could go fully straight, it'd be a lanky bugger. As we could see with Voyager, Siege and Cybertron, Megatron. Here he is with a standard G.I. Joe figure, Zanzibar. And you've not got anything like that. Here he is with your standard kind of Marvel Legends figure. Good old Shatterstar. So disappointed in Deadpool 2. So disappointed. Yeah. All in all, should we mention the paint again? The paint is fucking amazing. Tolerances, I think, will probably loosen up after time. We might even figure out how to transform the legs properly. The instructions might help, and they're not as intuitive as the rest of the figure is. But all in all, I think for the first release from this Toyworld movie line, it looks cracking. I've not got any of the Studio Series, so I've not got any Studio Series figures to pose him with. I believe he's meant to be kind of in scale with them, but he's just going to blow him out of the water. Boom, boom, boom with his guns. He doesn't have any guns. He's got built-in guns. He's going to blow him out of the water with that paint. I'll mention the paint again, with that paint scheme. Toyworld Bulldog. If this is your kind of thing, I'd highly recommend it. Yeah, I think he's first of all, he's a bit small for the price, but again, the paint justifies it. Well done, Toyworld. Well done. Join me next time on my channel if you'd like to like, comment, and subscribe and all that. There'll be more things with Transformers, comics, or unboxings. We might even do some more Transformer of the weeks because we've still not finished that. We said we were going to finish it. We've still not got round to it. Just putting it off, you know, as you do. Also, if you like this t-shirt, this is a new one in today from Lucan's Tees. It says, kiss my RC. So look him up on Facebook, Lucan's Tees, and he's also started off a new website and stuff like that. So give him some support. He makes some amazing Transformer print t-shirts. Until then, be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. And because you deserve it, let's bump the fist, shall we? Bestow! Fisto!